What's up, cool people? My name's Matt, aka That Random Christian Gamer. Welcome to today's live stream. I just noticed for some reason the transition between scenes in OBS wasn't... It was like very sudden. I thought there was a fade in there before. Anyway, whatever, no big deal. So, I am starting a new playthrough today for, like, you know, a recorded video series. And, no idea how long this is going to take me to get through, because I've only seen bits and pieces of this game before. But, yeah. I left a little bit of a clue in the description and the, like, sort of stream announcements, but I didn't want to make it obvious. It might only be obvious if you were here in previous streams and got an inkling of, game options that I mentioned. In any case, yeah. I'm kind of excited to get started. And yeah. Didn't want to make it obvious until I said it. But yes. I will be playing Hogwarts Legacy. Which I realize is a few years old now, so some people might be thinking, well, it's about time. I've been busy with the Kingdom Hearts series. My apologies. Yeah, especially if I play through as each house, it could take a long time, because I heard there are certain quests that are specific to each house. But anyway, now that that's a known thing, let me go ahead and change my stream category on Twitch, because it's not like I'm spoiling it anymore. Okay, well, not too much else to say, I think, other than, well, I guess I could say stuff after ads, so you know what, never mind, scratch that. I'll go ahead and run the initial ad break, get myself ready to start playing the game, and then I'll say my little bit before I get rolling with it. So Twitch folks, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay. Meanwhile, I will get myself shifted over this way. Pull this up. Fade out my background music, because I don't want that coming in over the game audio. Or just distracting from it. So, yeah. I debated for a bit about doing a, like, episode 0 or whatever you want to call it. Where I, like, would retake the friggin' Pottermore quiz or whatever to see what house that I should be in, but, I figured that's not really necessary. But, yeah. I don't know, I'm interested to see how this will go. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do, like, all the side quests, at least in my main recordings. But, yeah. So, the thing that I wanted to say before I start recording is that, like, for the first little bit, I am not going to say anything. Like, as I boot up the game... And, you know, until it gets to the actual start screen, I do not plan to say a word. So if you put anything in the chat that you expect me to respond to, I will not do so during that time frame. But, yeah, otherwise, just keep in mind the usual stuff as I'm recording. So, if I'm really focused on the game, it might take a bit. And, yeah. Otherwise, I don't know if there's really too much else that I want to say before we get rolling. So I'm going to go ahead and hit record here and boot up the game.
Menu reader. Off.
Oh, we're starting off with a screen like this, geez. Okay, well, what's up, cool people? My name's Matt, aka That Random Christian Gamer. And, I'll wait until we actually get to the title screen before I say outright what game that I'm playing here. But, yeah. I'm starting a new game, obviously. And you might be able to tell which one it is if you've seen it already, just based on these initial screens. Anyway, okay, whatever. I'm not trying to sign into anything. There's a big clue as to what game it is. And all these other things that are unlocked for whatever reason. This is literally the first time I've booted up the game, so I have no clue why I'm getting all this stuff right now. Well, anyway, if you couldn't tell, I'm starting up Hogwarts Legacy now. It's, till the image is barely visible. I mean, I can technically just barely see it right now, but I'll bump the brightness up just a little bit more, I think. Let's go with that, I guess. Okay. And this is our acceptance letter, I guess? Yeah. Professor Weasley. Deputy Headmistress. And gotta pick a character model. Honestly, I think the one that's already been chosen isn't, like, super far off. Don't really feel like changing the face shape. Skin color's fine. Hair color's alright, I guess. Hairstyle. I mean, if I really wanted it to look like me, it would be just short hair. Especially with what I've got going on right now. That looks about as close to my current hair as I think I'm going to get here. Yeah, that's a bit too short. Okay, so the reason I had a bunch of stuff unlocked right away was because it's past the 5th anniversary of the game. Jeez. Don't really care about any scars or anything like that. I don't really have freckles to speak of. And I don't know. Is it boring that I'm trying to make a character that looks kind of like me? Some might argue yes. But I also don't necessarily want to just spend a bunch of time trying to figure out what to make a more original character look like. 5th anniversary of the Wizard World. Okay. Wizarding. Oh. Like the section of Universal Studios or whatever? I don't know, anyway.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this club.
Nope.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Definitely going with that voice. I don't feel like putting in the effort to change the pitch and whatnot. Normal mode's fine, I guess. I mean, I tend to play games on normal anyway, just as a default. Wizarding World is Harry Potter and Hogwarts. Yeah, but, like, it's a specific thing. I forgot name? Where do you put the name in? Where do I input name? These all seem to be just various features and whatnot. I literally don't think it has a spot to... Oh, name your character. Okay. In these blanks that are... Okay. Is it weird that I want my character to kind of look like me, but also don't want it to necessarily have the same name as me? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not like my real name is, you know, a big secret or anything. Or I could just go with the channel name. Bit odd for an actual person's name, but... I don't know. What do you think? Should I just go by Random Gamer? Nah. Tell you what, we'll do a variation of my actual first name. Because Matthias sounds a bit, I don't know, less American. Also slightly, well, no, I wouldn't say more biblical. Matthias is also a biblical name, I believe. Now what last name? I don't know why my gut reaction, making up a last name, of course, was to say, like, Longfellow. Like, because of the movies, I guess, having a lot of British accents, it seems like it should just have a British-sounding last name. Good enough for my liking, I guess. Okay. Well, yeah, wizard is... Yeah, I'm like...
It appears we are almost ready to depart.
I think that was already what I wanted it to be.
A bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells.
Okay,
I have, Professor.
kind of having a hard time here in the game.
I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Yeah, I guess because that part was all like grayed out was why I didn't pay much attention to it.
Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this.
Slowly trying to bring a game volume for you all as well.
Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Okay. Warner Brothers games. I'm like, do they even make very many games aside from just like ones directly related to their movie franchises? I'm not sure I can really recall any.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland. Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry...
Is that a Dementor?
...threat. And...
That looked like it could have been a Dementor.
Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We did.
Dragon! Okay. Yeah, not exactly a Dementor. Oh. Okay. For a second I thought we were heading into a bunch of dragons, but no, I guess it's just... I guess those were the magical horses that were pulling the carriage along.
Give me your hand!
Okay, so I know they mentioned this student coming into Hogwarts as a 5th year, but like, was there any
Hurt.
mention of
Perhaps a bit.
why?
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Okay. Down on the D-pad to heal.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a portkey.
Portkey?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this portkey. Or why.
Okay.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage traveled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
I did wonder a little bit why my character sees a glow, yes.
Mind your
Or
step.
saw a glow on the thing. But,
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question.
yeah.
Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of
I mean,
ancient
I
magic.
assumed that had something, or, you know, that meant that there was something special about our student here. I just,
Ancient magic?
you know,
A powerful
obviously don't
magic
know
wielded
what
by a rare few
yet.
that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
At least, as far as whether it's good or bad,
Is
that's
that
what matters
ice?
most.
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Anyway, did I see the design of the key? I mean, kinda. But I can't say I recognized it as something significant. But, you know, maybe that's just because I'm not like a you know, major Harry Potter fan. Anyway, use your camera to select an active target. Some players prefer to select targets and move the avatar with the same thumbstick by disabling camera relative targeting in settings. I have to hold A to continue. Okay.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Okay, so far at least breaking the random pots doesn't seem to do anything. And why would it? We're a bit early for that.
Ah, up there.
There will be combat, so yeah, I know there's gonna be combat. I don't know how soon it kicks in, but oh, hey, there's a chest here with nothing in it. Certainly didn't show that I got anything.
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself. Reparo! Almost there.
I would ask how he knew there was a bridge that needed repairing, but, I mean, there are all kinds of reasons. You know. He could have
Why
been
would
here
someone
before.
build this here?
I suspect they valued their
He
privacy.
could just know from other people,
He
or
led us here for a reason.
whatever.
Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Minimap shows your surroundings with you in the middle. The yellow waypoint marker is your current objective. Press and hold up on the D-pad to toggle quest objective details. Quest objective details. Okay. Professor Fagin, yeah. Need to explore the mysterious ruins that we suspect the port key was meant to lead us to. Okay. I don't need to have that up constantly. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of have to assume, you know, the reason our character is a big deal is something to do with magic. Investigate.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Okay. Suppose I need to continue looking around for a bit. Anything weird about this statue? Well, I can investigate it.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Oh, yeah, the whole knowing there was a bridge thing. I mean, yeah. It's... Like I said, there's all kinds of possibilities.
That enchanted crystallized
Hey.
stone again. But what could it be blocking?
It's that symbol that we saw.
What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Which means maybe you're the only one who could see it, or at least that Professor Fig cannot.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
This looks like it would be within the Ministry of Magic or something. Or maybe the one bank?
Hello?
Oh, Goblin Banker.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Wait a minute. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close.
No, I planned on just going completely the opposite direction of you.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
You'll want to take a breath. A what? That waterfall.
I was about to say, you know, this could totally be a roller coaster, but
Experienced the thief's downfall before.
I'm now wondering if it actually might already be
We're
one.
passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Yeah. I know it said I could look around, but also, like, I could totally see that causing some motion sickness for some people.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On you, wife.
What's the point of the guard being there? I don't know. Whatever. Not a big deal.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
When was the
Okay.
last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
Really? No one at all?
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Alright, what's in the vault? Something valuable, obviously. At least valuable to
What do
someone.
you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Yeah, considering the glow that I see on the opposite wall
Revelio
there.
charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Alright, steady your wand with the left stick and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path. That's... Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Moving a bit. Okay, but I want to look around the room a little bit. Okay, it doesn't seem to be anything else in here. Not really a shocker.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Okay.
Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I do wonder a little bit what happens if you, fail the whole spell learning motion.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow.
I imagine there might be consequences, at least at certain points. But for the first one, I don't know if they'd do that to you.
towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Perhaps Revelio.
Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Another one to learn. Okay. Acquired Lumos. Which has automatically been slotted to your spell set. Yeah, create that. Okay, whatever. Hold right trigger and tap Y to cast or extinguish. Okay.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Potato.
Accio!
I'm like, this could be bad.
Leviosa! Depose!
Tego incoming enemy attacks. 3 times. Okay.
Commentator!
Okay, so
Leviosa! Exposer!
it just gives the little glowy thing around my character's head when I'm about to get hit.
Descendo! Leviosa! Deposo! Exposo! Protego! Levioso! Confringo! Lumos! Stay close!
Okay.
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good.
Oh. Okay.
Lumos. Where am I supposed to go?
For a second, I thought that was just like a cutscene or something.
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere over this way. Yeah, there's another one of these things.
That's where they're leading me. That glow again.
And
Revelio. I suppose I'm
more
on my own this
statues.
time.
Okay. So they should be facing.
Lumos.
Okay, well. Do I activate them one at a time, or... Okay. Well, I thought that one would be locked in place.
I need to align these statues with their reflections.
There we go. I'm like, alright, well, maybe when all 3 light
Seems
up,
I have
I'll
no choice.
see where they intersect.
Fight my way out of here.
Well, so far, at least for very simple combat, doesn't seem too tough. Hold Y during Protego to stun enemies with a Stupefy counterattack. Stunned enemies take extra damage, indicated by gold numbers. Okay. I was not trying to change targets there, although I did change where I was looking, so I can't really blame the game for that. At some point, I think there's supposed to be like a limit to how much non-basic magic I can cast, right? Okay. Looks like I cleared that section. Let's go ahead and get some light in here. Okay, well, we'll see what's over here, I guess. We found a doorway. Alright, well, probably not much choice but to go through. Investigate.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
Okay.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in there.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be
expecting a fight here, potentially. Whoa. Big statue thing. I'm glad it's not fighting us.
I know a way out. Professor!
Then again, doesn't mean we can't be hurt by it.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
So I guess that was the outskirts of Hogwarts? The Dark Forest. Yeah. I guess that's what that would be. Ta-da! And intro card. Yeah, only about, well, after character creation, like 45 minutes in. Still not as lengthy as Kingdom Hearts 2's intro. Anytime now you can load.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas Nigellus Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
He doesn't seem to be the biggest fan of Fig.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
No, absolutely not.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I mean, realistically, character-wise, we're here more so to learn about magic and such, right? But yeah, so this is what's gonna sort me out, eh? Answering these questions. I guess I expected as much, in a way. We'll go with exploring.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of...
You know, if it had just given me a straight-up choice of which house, I might have, I don't know, just gone with what I seem to recall my old Pottermore results being. I mean, a little bit of curiosity, maybe. If I were to pick a defining characteristic out of all of these that fits me the most, I'd probably go with loyalty, really.
A sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
And honestly, if I answer, you know, according to my personality, it's probably more likely to match what the Pottermore results would have been anyway.
And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
And what do you know? I seem to recall my Pottermore results being Hufflepuff. Yeah, so I could choose a different house if I wanted to, but you know, I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'll go with Hufflepuff. Kind of underrated. And perhaps a bit underrepresented within like the main movies and such.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Ah, man, not Quidditch.
It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Which means leave.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Alright, the moment it's done with cutscenes and stuff, I'm gonna pause and, you know, put the next bit in another recording. Which, it seems like I might...
Looks like
well,
everyone's
no.
gone.
Okay.
Better head to the common room.
Yeah, okay. Seems like I might have a moment right now. Okay. So there's basically the opening to the game. And we'll see how life at Hogwarts goes, starting with the next recording. Okay. Now the ads are rolling, and I'll wait until those are done before I get back to recording. I'm actually gonna get up for just a little bit. Perhaps I've been sitting slightly too much today. Sitting feels a bit uncomfortable, if I'm being quite honest. But I'm not really able to do this standing. So, yeah. I don't know. At least I would have to make a serious adjustment to camera placement and angle. More so the latter. Okay, so I can also go back in here and change some of the settings. Actually, nope. Volume settings are all as high as possible. Just another quiet game, I guess. Okay, well. Yeah. I mean, I know a bit about this game and therefore know that there's plenty of side quests available at various points. Not so much early on. But anyway, right now, we still gotta continue with the main quest thing. Okay. Recording resumes now. Alright. First day at Hogwarts. Started off with a sip of tea, perhaps? And a bite of some kind of fruit that it didn't really specify what it was, although the sound effects that I thought I heard reminded me a bit of, you know, biting an apple specifically.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
I mean, I could look around more, but I don't know if I want to spend tons of time looking around at, like, literally everything, because that could take a while. Hello. Lenora Everly.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say I would be worried about it exactly.
I'm really not worried. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Nevertheless, it is rather unusual. You must feel terribly out of place. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
I don't feel like being all, like, prying into everything people say right off the bat. But I don't know.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Gives you info sometimes or lore. Oh, more eating. Okay.
Arthur's got you. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
Arthur Plumley.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, he went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I mean, look, here's the thing. I'm personally not much of a pet person myself, but magical beasts, I don't know if I'd feel the same way.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did.
Also, I am being me. I'm just talking through a little bit of what's going on in my head as I give these answers.
I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Now, okay, asking about a pet, sure.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Nice meeting you, Arthur, and good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo, spin the globe. Okay. Anyway. Adelaide Oaks.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Close enough, I guess.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
I don't really want to pry about the whole uncle thing. So I'll skip that for now.
Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
Like, if I got to know someone a bit better, maybe I'd ask questions about things like that.
Outside the common room?
Also depends a little bit on the flow of the conversation. Like, had there been a moment to ask about her uncle right after she mentioned him, maybe I would have asked, but... Meet Professor Weasley outside the common room. Whoa, okay. Not letting me go up the steps yet. Duly noted. Hey, Samus, thanks for hanging around and lurking. Hope you're doing well.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
It's a book.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
In-game explanation for something that's really more of a gameplay. I don't know if mechanic is quite the right word,
The
but
guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic.
Aspect.
And educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
field guide page. House Elf Recipe Book. Rumored to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations, this book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes, like pickled dirigible plums, are likely an acquired taste. You just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points. That's not the field guide, is it? Nope, well, maybe it is. Okay. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Collecting your first guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Looks like it's giving me a hotkey of sorts.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity
To
to
get
show
back
you
to
how
that.
to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Discovered a flue flames fast travel point. Can open up the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered flue flames. Open the map. Yeah, okay. Divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live. It includes the house common rooms and the Great Hall. Select the Great Hall region. Okay. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. Okay. Right side of the map is where we find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. Select the library annex. Professor Weasley has unlocked the central hall flue flames for you. Use right stick to rotate the map and fast travel to the central hall flue flames with X. Okay. Jeez, is it just me or is this going by really quickly?
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
I mean, she did just mention Hogsmeade. I probably would be asking, even though I personally, in real life, already sort of know.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Oh, yeah, right. Canonically, Hogsmeade is not available to every student.
Can you tell me more
At least
about the defense
not
against the
at
Dark
will.
Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Okay, well, now I've done all the talking, so...
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Now, okay... Professor Fig said not to tell anyone about what happened. So... I mean, not that I personally made that promise, but... had I made such a promise, I would be putting in every effort not to reveal. So...
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay. So, real quick, pressing right on the D-pad. Oh, that's like a spell menu thing. Okay.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Oh. I can't... Interesting. I am not a fan of lying to people.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track available quests from the map. Okay. It represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments or as quest rewards. Track request with A to continue. That's defense against the dark arts. That one's charms. You know, I think I'll go with charms first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay, hang on. It was suggested that I zoom out. I don't... Doesn't really seem to let me zoom out right now. Right trigger zooms in, left trigger zooms out, and I've pressed left trigger. Hogsmeade map and world map, for example. Yeah. Oh. There is also a button to change the map down below, but it's not really doing that right now. Oh, well. Did I really have to just wait a couple more seconds? Alright, well, in any case. To Charms class it is, I suppose. Not sure I'm the biggest fan of how it has you just, like, walk up to the doors and awkwardly push against them to open them. Not surprising, I suppose, that, you know, statues and pictures are moving. Because, you know, it's Hogwarts. Make sure to pause and collect book pages. Yeah, but, like... I don't know if I've really seen anything recently that...
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
that looked like it would be... book page. Hey, found a flue flame. Okay.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
Roll.
1752.
The Minister for Magic was...
What am I rolling for?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies.
Reveal.
Bruce.
Huh.
It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh,
Yeah, okay.
was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flat?
Not gonna spend too much time meandering around.
Peeves, you'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get
Yeah,
Peeves a
okay.
snack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flat.
Alright. For now, I think I'm just gonna go to class and... see what happens. So, or maybe I'll look around the room a little bit first. Maybe that'll happen after class. A little less awkward then.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. Yeah, it did say we'd be learning Accio here.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Yeah. How convenient that everybody seemed to just forget literally everything he asked about.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport?
I think you're right, Seth, based on what little bit I remember seeing when I've watched bits of other people playing this.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres.
Target close to the caster, hold right trigger, press the assigned button to cast Accio.
Think of this like
Release right trigger to cease casting the spell. Okay.
Out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Accio. Excellent control there.
Okay. Getting used to it a little bit.
That's it.
Okay. And... oh yeah.
Splendid.
Meh.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Be sharp.
Are we able to, like, bump them? I don't know. I don't know if I'm really too worried about that at the moment anyway.
Accio.
Very good.
Watch this. There we go.
Well, maybe I'll see if I'm right now. Because it said nothing in the rules about any of that. It's just very basic.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not the
Okay, they can bump into each other.
Well done.
Here we go.
Don't know if there's any allowance for knocking another player's ball off. Not even sure I have the right angle to do that here anyway.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Yeah, it really only took like the second time to get a feel for how long I needed to hold the trigger.
Let's make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Now, oh.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Okay. That maybe wasn't great timing. Crud.
Happens to the best of us.
Well, maybe if I can manage 250s by the end of it. Oh. I'm like, is it a bit shorter than it was before? It seems like it might be a bit shorter. Huh. I don't know. Anyway.
I know everyone is watching. Try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
I knocked hers into the 50 area, though.
That's it.
Here we go.
There we go.
Well, she's practically blocking my way now.
Quite impressive.
Okay, well. Had to get used to the objects being in the way.
Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Sure. We'll go with that one.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Uganda. Or... yeah,
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
I mean, I don't know if I feel the need to ask all of this. Like, doesn't really matter how big it is. Eh.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, I suppose there is lore.
If you're so inclined.
If I dig deeper into the conversations, but, like, also...
You know it won't work on humans.
I don't want to be spending tons of time just on bits of lore here and there.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Special assignment, eh? Hey, got an achievement. Attend your first class. And I believe I leveled up.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that. Cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Side quests are now available. Available side quests can be found inside regions of Hogwarts, marked as black flags, I guess I'll just call that. And discovered by exploring the world. These quests reward XP, but do not advance the main story. Shocker. So, like, right there in the library annex, there's one available. But for now, yeah, I suppose defense against the dark arts is the next major thing to do. Like, is there a flue flame nearby? Sure seems like it. Oh, didn't want to set a waypoint there. I was... travel is what I meant. Which is not A, that is X.
More teachers nod at you if you're holding a stack of books. I swear it's true.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Okay. Off to the next class then, I think. I need to go further down the steps. Suppose I would have been a bit closer if I went to that flue flame, but whatever, no big deal. Did I just see something glowing over here? Maybe that was just a reflection kind of thing. Hang on. I did see something. Revelio. Hey, field guide page. Augury skeleton. This is a skeleton of an Irish phoenix or augury. An intensely shy bird who can forecast the the coming of rain, and whose mournful cry was once believed to foretell death. Yeah, what do I do once I've gained levels? Is there anything in particular, or do I just kind of get stuff and that's it? I mean, I know I can see the quests here. Oh, right. Okay, so I claim the rewards here for completing quests and whatnot. Legendary gloves. Okay. Alright, well, I'm not going to look at everything in there. That's not creepy at all, having eyes looking at you as you enter the room. But, you know, Defense Against the Dark Arts, I suppose, would be the most expected place to find that. Jeez, and I just noticed the time. After this, I might have to... You know... Might have to call it a video.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso!
Good. Now, well done. Very
I don't know, she might have been telling me to do the regular cast, and I already sort of assumed that.
Start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be
Protego.
easy.
You're good.
How perceptive.
Levioso!
How's the view?
Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know. Protego. Complicates things. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Protego! Levioso!
A perfectly executed Levioso.
I knocked him off the table. I guess that means I win. Okay.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
And that was it. Okay. That was actually pretty short.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Of course, it is saying I should speak with Sebastian.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I mean, if I say I've had some wand combat before, does that really give anything away? Although, like, I can't say I've been in a duel before. That's the thing. When you give me choices like this in games, I have a bad habit of, like, reading too much into them. I'll go with the first answer, maybe.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Well, I didn't expect that kind of answer, jeez.
You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned. I wouldn't say that it sounds suspicious, though. Even if that's what I'm thinking, I wouldn't say it.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
And that's not exactly how I would word that either.
Right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Okay. Quest complete. Defense against the Dark Arts class. Yeah. New quest available. Crossed ones, round 1. Yeah, okay. Figures. So I can actually choose to track these from this menu rather than just from the map. Okay, huh. No main quests available. What about Hogsmeade? I'm not sure I want to track the whole duel thing just yet.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
It's acting like there's a treasure here.
Revelio.
Nothing really showed up from Revelio other than this way. Seemed to indicate something. Well, okay, that's already been activated. And I guess that's what it was showing me, though. Yeah. Okay, well, it seems like that should about do it for the recording. However, Weasley after class. See, Professor Weasley wants to see me in her classroom, just off the Transfiguration courtyard located between the library annex and the astronomy wing. Hopefully she has word on replacing my lost supplies. Now, if I went back to the dormitories and whatnot, I'm like, would it save if I just went back there? Or actually, I would kind of take this to be more an autosave type of game. Save button. Yeah. It saves wherever you are, so yeah, it definitely seems to be auto-saving, because that symbol that just showed up at the bottom middle of the screen. Okay. So I suppose that'll do for this time. I suppose next time I might start off with figuring out about supplies and such. If that's even an option. Sorry, I noticed the flu flame on the minimap and I was like, hey, maybe I can activate that one, but suppose that depends on where exactly it's located. Not there, even though it seemed like maybe it would have been. Anyway, okay, I'm rambling and getting distracted. I suppose, as I said, that'll do it for this one. You're not done with me. What exactly is meant by that. Although there's an ad break going on Twitch right now. Maybe I'll see in a bit. Man. Self-playing instruments, no surprise, I guess. Okay, so Seth, what exactly do you mean you're not done with me? I mean, I have a guess or two. If it involves the first thing, challenge page. Did I? It's not really showing me anything else here. Yeah, not everything I complete gives me an unlock. Although, I will say I have not looked at the collections. Alright, so this is everything that I have available, I suppose. Lots of stuff right away from the additional content. Okay. Under quests, just shows. Okay, so I guess this shows all of them, and then these are specific subcategories. Side quests, main quests, assignments, relationships. I mean, obviously, you know, getting more connected with classmates and such, I suppose. Does that actually add anything? This item has no magical properties. Eh. Suppose if it had any especially useful abilities or anything like that, it would tell me. Neckwear. No magical properties. I imagine pretty much everything I'm going to find is going to be the same like that. Traditional school robe. Well, I think that's already equipped, yeah. And so is this. Okay, well, there's nothing else showing up in here that seems to be new. Flu flames. Yes, what about flu flames? Unlock so you can have a faster time recording later. Yeah, but how long would I spend just meandering the grounds? Purely trying to do that if I chose to do so right now. $5 to 10 minutes? I think it'll be more than that to get all of them. But, then again, with direct guidance from the minimap, maybe not that much longer. Okay, there's one. Okay. Here. I might actually save these two in particular, because they're gonna be, like, on the way to the next main quest point. You can sit outside the main quest at the end. Yeah, I'm just saying, rather than get those and then backtrack, I'd rather get others first and then save that stuff for the end. Also, just taking some brief moments here and there to look around as I'm moving about, in case there's anything that catches my eye. Okay. But of course, also, if I do all of that right now, then, like, there's none of it included in any of my, like, recordings or anything. And I don't know. Something about that, in my opinion, it makes it feel a little bit less like a natural flowing playthrough of the game. But maybe that's just my opinion. Man. Trying to make it faster so you can... Yeah. I understand that, but, you know, there are reasons not... There are reasons to not necessarily want to do it all like that. As I've kind of already mentioned. Besides, I mean, I think I've got at least one Flue Flame available in each, like, general area. Well, maybe not this one. South Wing. Now, what would be closest to there? Okay, I might want to get at least a a Flue Flame, I should say, in the South Wing, just so then that's at least got something available for me to fast travel to. As long as I've got one in each general area, I think that'll be good enough for my liking. That's the Great Hall. There's the South Wing. So let me... That's really considered the South Wing? Hospital Wing. Can't imagine why I would possibly end up going there. Nope, that's not the right way. See, and that's... I don't know. Personally, it looks a bit awkward to me just bumping into a door like that. Okay, maybe, okay. Maybe I'll get one more just because the one that I did get was on, like, the very outskirts of the... area. Anyway. Oh, level 1 lock. Never mind. I can't go there yet. So, cancel that. Also, I'll admit, I got a little worried for a second that, like, I mistakenly advanced something by, petting that cat there. Alright. I'm gonna travel here, and then I think I'll leave it at that for the moment. And I guess by moment, I mean for today. Yeah, that wasn't long, but what you were talking about made it sound like you wanted me to get all of the waypoints, or flue flames. I keep calling them waypoints just as a generic catch-all gaming term, dang it. Okay, I should like to remove my current waypoint. Yeah, I guess the waypoint is what you set to get the guideline. Flue flames are actually the fast travel stuff. Anyway. Okay. I mean, I could exit to the main menu from here. I don't know if I really have to. Oh, save game. Yeah, let's make sure to do that just in case. Saving. Okay. Well, alrighty then. I suppose that'll just about do it for today. Now, for anyone who might not have heard yesterday, my stream schedule is going to be changing a bit here in the near future. In fact, starting the week after July 4th. Yeah, so starting that week, my job is essentially requiring everybody to put in overtime for a while because we've lost some production that was expected. And so to not back us up terribly, that's why there's overtime coming for estimated around 3 months. And with that in mind, or because of that, I will most likely be working most, if not all, Fridays. Well, Friday mornings during that period, roughly 5 to noon. Now, yeah. So, this next week will be the same as normal. But after that, Seth, I know I said yesterday I wanted, or that I was thinking maybe the combined streams would happen on Fridays. It seems like, based on talking with my collab channel partner, the time frame that would work best for him is Saturday afternoons. So I think that's going to push my live streams to Saturdays. Sorry, Friday afternoons are best for him. Saturdays then are when my streams are going to get pushed off to. So yeah. Starting in like 2 weeks. Seems like Saturday will be the norm. And really, I think most of the time, because I'd rather get the recordings done earlier and then be able to edit them afterwards, I'm leaning towards even doing them in the mornings, depending on what all else might be going on in a given day. I do know there's other stuff that might come up that would make that difficult. I don't know. But Saturdays seem the most likely moving forward for about 3 months, apparently. Man. I do not like this stuff that my throat is doing. It might not even necessarily be my throat, per se. Anywho. So, yeah. Upcoming stream schedule is pretty much as Seth has laid out. So yeah, live streams are going to be combined starting in 2 weeks because working Friday mornings, especially as early as I will be, makes Thursday night streams just impractical. So then, yeah, it's all going to be combined. Plus then, you know, I'm working like another 7 hours each week. So 1 less hour of streaming, I hope, is forgivable. Especially as it's hopefully a temporary measure. But anyway, that's the general gist of what's coming up in the near future. Can be for it. No, I would very much not lean towards saying it's going to be 4 hours. I would push for it to be closer to 3 again, because like I'm losing 7 hours of availability here. If I'm going to even try to keep up with my typical, you know, non-stream content release schedule, that's, yeah, very likely closer to 3. Anyway, okay. I have not been focused on finding a target to raid. Nobody I follow seems to really be playing anything super similar that I can tell. So I think I'm just going to go with somebody who I don't think I've raided in a while. Unless Seth has any ideas. Okay, well, you know what? Technically, the person I just thought about raiding for a second there, they're technically playing an M-rated game, so I guess I'll just figure out somebody else. And you know what? I'm fine rating somebody playing something different. I just thought I would lean towards something similar first if I could find anyone. Okay, well, I'm not going to think about it too long. Raid is initiated, so that's going to do it from me. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another live stream. Yeah, feel free to check out other stuff in between. Connect on all the socials and all that good stuff. But whatever ends up happening, until next time, stay cool, everybody.